Eddie Soldiers, first of all, welcome to anybody who's new. There's suddenly like 1,000 more of you than there was last month, which is wild. I'm assuming most of you are coming from TikTok, so hello, thanks for being here. Is this weird, like watching somebody do short form content, do long form content? Like, what's up with that? I wanted to film a book haul because I recently acquired a metric fuck ton of books, as one does, and I don't think I'm gonna have time to get to all of them for my monthly wrap up. Instead of like setting up my big camera setup like in front of my shelves, to just like sit on my bed, we'll chill, you can see that there are books, I am in fact a book person, grab a drink, grab a snack, and like, come on Bessie, let's just film a book haul. Also, I wanted to do this because a couple people have asked about this tattoo that I wanted to show off. I did get this like over a month ago, but I was waiting to get it touched up before I fully, you know, showed it off to the internet officially. And now that I am sitting down to do this, it's like peeling and, you know, whatever, because it's like a week old and just out of plastic. But it's fine because this is what happens when you get a tattoo. It's gonna peel, it's gonna flake, whatever. This is real life here, folks. So this is my beautiful new tattoo. This is a quote from Virgil from the Aeneid, and I am a big classics major. I love all of the old epics, so I thought this was appropriate as well for me, as somebody who loves Virgil and loves Dante's Inferno and Chaucer and Milton. And this in English translates to, if I cannot bring down heaven, then I will raise hell. Yeah, I know, big words from someone who's dressed like a grandmother and looks 16, like I get it. I've had this quote on my mind for like probably close to a decade now. Always wanted to get it. An author put this quote in a YA book series a long time ago, and I think that's where I actually first saw it, and then I found out that it was Virgil, and I was like, oh, this is fucking sick. And yeah, I've wanted it for a long time, and I think it looks really cool. I'm also having a lot of fun telling people that it's a Bible verse. Bonus points to people who can name the YA book series that this comes from. Okay, I've already been filming this whole intro for like 7 minutes. Let's get to books. And I will fully disclose that I purchased myself maybe about half of these, and the rest of them have been sent to me by publishers this month. Thank you very much to everybody who contributes to the amount of packages that are on my doorstep. Like, love that. It's like Christmas every day. Some of this is PR, some of this is my own fiscal irresponsibility, because I assume, like many of you, the book dragon inside me just likes to hoard all of the beautiful, pretty, shiny covers. That's actually a good place to start to show off this first one. I am more than halfway through reading it, and I'm enjoying it thus far, and that is Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. She's the author of the Red Queen series, which I happen to like. I know some people don't. I feel like this book is also gonna have some split opinions on it. This is a very heavily world-built epic fantasy with a diverse and very large cast, so already I'm seeing people be like, oh, it's confusing, oh, there's too many things to keep track of, and I will agree, but I also love just fully immersing myself in a fantasy novel, and this is doing it for me. The second book is also a dark epic fantasy, and that is Witches Steeped in Gold by Shannon Smart. Hope I'm saying your name right. I'm very sorry if I'm not. If this and this didn't tip you off, I love anything witchy. We have overthrown kings and stolen magic, and two rivals that have to get together to overthrow the Witch Queen. Yes, please, to everything in that. I'll take 2. Next up, I knew I had to buy this book as soon as I saw the cover artist because I love this artist. I'm absolutely gonna say her name wrong. Akat Edogdu, and that is The Ones We're Meant to Find by Joan He. Her partial realism works are so beautiful. This is a dystopian sci-fi about two sisters trying to find their way back to one another when one of them has no memory except for the fact that she is somebody's sister, and the other girl thinks that her lost sister has died at sea. It sounds very magic realism meets existentialism wrapped in a dystopian bow, and like, I love that for me. Plus, Twitter won't get off my ass about reading this. So, all your advertisements have worked, publishing company. I now have this in my hands. And then I did something ridiculous, unexpected, truly out of character, and that is that I bought a contemporary novel. In fact, I bought 2 contemporary novels. Perish the thought. Most of you that know me know that I read lesser than or equal to a contemporary a year, so the fact that I read like more than 1 already this year, and it is in fact the month of May, is like, you know what, it's okay, I'm stepping outside my comfort zone, I'm expanding my horizons. Specifically, I bought Felix Ever After by Kaysen Callender. We have a main character who's black, queer, and transgender. We have a kind of like cyberbullying type of deal, which unfortunately does happen quite a bit in the queer community. And I get a lot of people saying that I should read this, and it sounds adorable and this big like self-discovery queer hug of a book, so I would like to read this. And then the other one has a cover very similar to that, but instead of being about queer people, it's about baking. And as somebody who can bake better than they can cook, I truly feel connected to this book. And this book I also picked up on a whim, so I hope it's good. And that is Somewhere Between Bitter and Sweet by Lakensia Kemp. So not only does this have two of my favorite things, which is like self-identity discovery and found families and, you know, friends to lovers, it also apparently has a lot of themes of connection and issues within the Latinx community. And who doesn't love a coffee shop romance? Except in this time, instead of coffee, it's tacos. I think this is gonna be good. So you cannot tell me that I will not enjoy this next book, and that is The Beautiful Ones by Silvia Moreno Garcia. Truly, I'm being a terrible bookworm because I did basically no research on what this was. The cover was pretty and I liked the author, and like, you know, we all have auto buys, all right? I'm not ready to feel the judgment that I'm getting currently. So as far as I know, this takes place in like a mid-century Mexico where the socialites of society are actually vampires or witches of some kind. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, hello, welcome to the party. I'm getting this one to put on my shelf. I said in a different video somewhere that I'm going to eventually have an entire shelf of just Silvia Moreno Garcia, and like, I'm not mad at that. Are you mad at that? I'm not mad at that. Oh, you can fully see the stack now. Let's see how high I can get this before it falls over. Ooh, another regular adult fantasy novel is one that I've had my eye on for so long because, as you can tell by the red hair, there's some Scottish and some Irish somewhere in my family line, but considering that all redheads in Europe can actually trace their genealogy back to the Outer Hebrides in Scotland, my family was there at some point in history. I've never taken a 23andMe DNA test, but I do have a Nessie tattoo, so I feel like that makes me at least, I don't know, honorary Scottish if I'm not already. What am I talking about? We're talking about a book. I'm talking about The Witch's Heart by Genevieve... Oh god. Oh, I didn't look at this before this. Genevieve, darling, I'm so sorry. Once again, witches. Second of all, Norse mythology. Third of all, a witch falls in love with Loki. Fourth, apparently said banished witch shouts at gods to get off her lawn, according to the author H.M. Long, who told me about this. And I'm here for some grumpy banished witches with like a fun trickster god love interest. Absolutely, that sounds like a ton of fun. Where can I sign up for that option in my life? Also, this cover, god damn, who is this? Illustration and jacket design by Adam Orbach. Hell yeah, Adam Orbach. You go, Adam Orbach. And lastly, the one that I purchased myself is this really cool sci-fi sounding book. That is The Infinity Quartz by Kemi Dawn Bowman. This truly is the sci-fi version of heaven. Like, somebody gets murdered and then their consciousness gets uploaded to a machine. It's like if one of your smart homes took over heaven, is the concept for this. Like, that is wild. So it's death technology and murder machines and mystery stuff and sci-fi. This sounds so freaking cool. Like, what trip was Kemi Dawn Bowman on when she figured out this novel idea? Because I would like to be, I don't do drugs, but like, what was she on? I'd want to know. Okay, now on to a lovely, gigantic stack of things that I've been sent in the last little while that I'm also including in this book haul because it's fun, right? Plus, this is also like why I get sent stuff. People think that like PR, like public relations, product is given to book talkers or booktubers or book Instagrammers or what have you. Same with makeup, same with clothing. PR is given to people so that they'll talk about them for free or sometimes paid. I was not paid for any of these, I just got them in the mail. But let's be clear, it is specifically so that I can mention them on the internet and get other people interested in them so that maybe you will buy these. I can't say if all these are good. I have read some of these already that I can recommend with my full conscience, and then other ones that just sound really cool. So like, I don't know, maybe you're into that. I don't feel pressure or anything to buy these. Yeah, I'm not a good shill. But thank you publishing companies for sending these to me. The first one I want to talk about is from Torteen. They sent me a copy of Victory's Greater Than Death by Charlie Jane Anders, who has done a bunch of other hardcore sci-fi books. She's famous for All the Birds in the Sky, which was weird, and The City in the Middle of the Night, which was also weird. You know, I love a good ragtag found family crew in space, and I got exactly that. This also is a kind of sci-fi that I really like, super fast. Talks about a bunch of different aliens, a bunch of different alien worlds. It goes into like bipedal existentialism. which is not a sentence I thought I would be saying today. I will be mentioning this in my monthly wrap-up, so you can, I don't know, watch next week or the week after or whenever I post that to learn more. And then I got 2 giant envelopes from Raincoast, who is a company that I've been working with for a very long time, since like 2 bookstores ago. So that was, I don't, how old am I? What year is it? Okay, hold on. So I started my job I'm in now, 2019, and before that I was there for 3 years, started in 2016. Time doesn't exist anymore. What is happening? First up is one that I just did a giveaway for, and that is the Encyclopedia Exotica, 2 beautiful copies. I think this is like the Indigo exclusive copy. This is the regular cover. By the time this goes up, I will have already announced the winners on my Instagram and TikTok, so congratulations to whoever won these. This is a 16+ graphic novel comprised of a series of comics by Aminder Dhaliwal, who uses a society of Cyclops to make commentary on our own society. This was exceptional. I really enjoyed this. This will again be in my monthly wrap-up. It talks about gender and discrimination in the workplace, motherhood, interracial relationships, the history of feminism. Like, it does a lot of stuff in this satirical cyclopean dystopian society. I really liked these. I'm going to put these over here instead of here so that I remember to send them out tomorrow. And then the other 2 were some, again, adorable contemporaries. I don't know who I am anymore. What do you mean it doesn't have dragons in it? That's crazy. We're gonna talk about Cool for the Summer by Dahlia Adler and Tokyo Ever After by Emiko Jean. Cool for the Summer is about a bisexual main character who has a fling with a girl during the summer, and then once she's back in the fall, starts going out with a guy she's had a crush on for a really long time. She has this big existential crisis of who she really is and who she wants, and it's this really nice coming-of-age story that really encaptures the voice of a whiny, somewhat self-absorbed teenager. It's also really enjoyable because bisexuality is extremely glossed over and, you know, ignored in the LGBTQ community. But oh, what's that? It's the LGBTQ community. It exists, like, I don't know. I thought this book was really good. And then Tokyo Ever After revolves. Words are hard, man. This revolves around Izumi, who is a Japanese-American student who finds out that she is actually like a lost princess of Japan. And so she has to go there, and then oh my god, court politics, and oh my god, there's a cute prince who we have our eye on, and oh my god, I don't know where I fit in. Will she crumble under the weight of a crown, or can she become who she really is? And I love those kinds of stories, and I think this is gonna be really cute. And I'm assuming most of you follow me on TikTok, so you will have seen a lot of unboxings for these things as well. But I unboxed The Mary Shelley Club by Goldie Moldavsky. So I was sent this by Fierce Reads and Macmillan, and this is sort of like If We Were Liars meets Panic. So this girl who goes to a new school and gets involved in the Mary Shelley Club, who kind of do these prank type activities that just turn more and more gruesome, and then oh my god, someone ends up dead. Oh my god, something fell. Are you okay? Oh, okay. It's fine. We're talking about this one next, and pages are intact, nothing's bent. Also, the weird loner girl is named Rachel, which Goldie Moldavsky obviously modeled after me. So I will be expecting my royalties check in the mail any day now. And then I also unboxed on TikTok Ember of Night by Molly E. Lee, because I specifically requested this again from Macmillan and Tangled Teen, because I love some deals with demons. I really do. I mean, yeah, who would have guessed? Also, again, cover art. Look how freaking cool. Oh my god, that scared me. Okay, it's fine, just the book stack finally fell. I'm talking about demons in broad daylight. Everything's fine, Rachel. Everything's fine. Main character is the chosen one who's the key to stopping a war between heaven and hell. Good for her. This has the style of Jennifer L. Armentrout, which I know some people really like. I am interested to see how this goes, because I'm not a big paranormal romance person. I don't usually like those like insta-love mates type of, oh, he's a fallen angel, so he's possessive. Like, I don't really like those kinds of stories. But at the same time, I feel like this is at least going in a direction that I'm going to like, because just a couple chapters in, our main character's a badass. And our main, like, fallen angel, demon, guardian, I don't know who he is, tall, dark, and sexy, is kind of cool. So we'll see how this goes. Oh my god, his name is Draven. I just forgot about that. What a paranormal love interest name. Like, if you're running around with a name like Draven, you are going to be a paranormal love interest. Maybe you'll get turned into a vampire. I don't make the rules, but it's gonna happen for you, I can guarantee it. Also, I've talked with Molly Ely just a little bit online for the promotion of this, and she seems really nice, so I hope I like this. And lastly, are 3 books that I got from Bloomsbury, so thank you very much to Phoebe, who sent these to me. That is this trio that came in a box that I also unboxed on TikTok, just saying. You can follow me on there. I'm tons of fun. I will have you know that I am a delight, so there's that. So the first one's been out for a little while, and I've had my eye on it that whole time, never actually bought it. And that is The Song of the Current by Sarah Tolsker. Girl from a long line of people who can speak to the river god, and she needs to smuggle something. Ooh, secrets. Ooh, maybe the gods aren't real. Ooh, fantasy magic. Maybe there's a hot guy on your ship. Oh, yep, an arrogant courier with a secret. Gotta have one of those. Oh, and there's frog people, which, like, TikTok, y'all love frogs, so maybe you'll like this. The second one is Wild and Crooked by Leah Thomas, which is very different than any contemporary I've ever heard of, so I'm very intrigued. There are 2 main characters, one of whom is the daughter of a serial killer, and the other person is a boy who has cerebral palsy. Kaylin, who's brash and crass, and I think the 2 of them together are gonna be really good. I'm only like a couple chapters in, and the best way I can describe the 2 of them is like, Gus is like, respectfully, I will commit arson. And Kaylin is like, I will commit arson. And lastly is a book that you could not tell me I will not like, because I am so stoked for this Orpheus, a retelling that is Never Look Back by Lilian Rivera. The Greek myth of Orpheus and Eurydice is the one where he goes down into Hades to get his dead wife back, and Hades says you can have her soul if you don't look back on your way out of the underworld. What does he do? He looks back like an idiot, and then his wife can never come with him back to the world of the living. Not quite sure how that myth is going to translate to the modern day Bronx, but I'm willing to find out. We have modern romance and music, but also dark spirits, and you know I love me a good retelling. The muses came down and spoke to the people at Bloomsbury, who then sent me this beautiful box full of books, including this one. So thank you, everybody. This is very exciting. I would just like to quickly, yeah, that's what's happening right now. Once again, I have run out of shelf space. No matter how many books I declutter, I still do not have room, so I don't really know where these are going to go. They're currently just sitting in a giant stack on my other bookcase that is over here that is still full of things that I need to read, and I just ordered 3 more? Because, you know, that's a reasonable thing to do. Also, you see those books right there? Don't worry about those. We're not going to talk about those. I'm like Smaug, or that unnamed dragon in Beowulf who just has a hoard of gold, but instead of gold, it's just books. Please leave down below if you yourself are excited for any of these, or what upcoming books that you're excited for this summer. Oh my gosh, June's my birthday month, so I can like make myself feel a little bit less guilty about spending a lot of money on books. Like, it's my birthday, treat yourself, which is not a healthy mindset to be in. You know, we acknowledge this, but at the same time, it's my money and I can do whatever I want with it. So I'm going to treat myself to a whole lot of books this June. But before, you know, I do that, I'm gonna have to read my way through at least half of these. Oh my god. You know, it's a tough job, but somebody's gotta do it. Congratulations to whoever won that giveaway, and thank you so much to publishing companies for sending me things. I love opening packages. It's just so satisfying just ripping the top off envelopes. You know where to click to like the video, you know where to click to subscribe. Oh, my wrist made a sound that it shouldn't have. I hope you guys are all having a nice day wherever you are, and I will see you all next week. Bye!